Hey, this is Hunter Henry of the LA Chargers, and you're watching MUT Force. Bolt up, baby.
What's up, guys? It's the director and the Trumpetmonkey.
Top of the morning to you, lads. How are you?
Welcome back to another episode of MUT Force, MUT Force. An awesome episode this week, Trumpetmonkey. Not because we had a crazy amount of content or anything, but we do have custom card art for Team of the Year as promised. I think we pinky swore in the last episode to make that happen.
Did we pinky swear?
Did we pinky
swear? Well, then we made it happen. Like, I'm proud of us. I'm proud of us, director. So happy Friday and Saturday, mate. I hope you're great. It was the calm after the storm. Or maybe we're in the eye of the storm. I don't know, man. Who knows what's happening? But
that makes both scenarios sound like bad news.
But definitely, like slightly less content and slightly more chill. And everyone was kind of like, damn, why don't we have daily content anymore? Well, like Zero Chill was insane. But still, man, we had 2 Team of the Weeks. We didn't have a Team of the Year. I was predicting Team of the Year would be out on Friday. Dude, my bad. But we got,
however, on Good Morning Madden, they did confirm that it would be early next week. So I'm thinking either Monday or Tuesday is when we finally see Team of the Year drop.
Which will be sick. And it's going to be really interesting to see how they do it. So we'll get into that in a little bit. That's fine.
Why don't you tell the good folks at home what to expect in this episode of MUT Force?
Tonight on MUT Force with the director and Trumpetmonkey, we look at the final 2 weeks of Team of the Week. We look at the new legends. We look at our Team of the Year custom art predictions, and we look at football outsiders.
Let's freaking go, and with that, let's get into this week's content. All right, Trumpetmonkey, let's start with the Team of the Week final drop for Madden 20. We got 2 weeks, weeks 16 and 17 at the same time, so a bit of cards to go through, even though not a lot of content this week. Let's start with Mark Andrews' limited card. So maybe one of those cards you guys are going to wait for Series 5 Redux, possibly end of this month, beginning of next month.
Yes, there. And the annoying 94 overall. Interestingly enough, like the way you were able to grind for free power-up passes through leveling and also daily challenges, I think you were limited to 2 of the 90 to 92s. No, sorry, 91 92s, and then 2 of the 93 94s and 2 of the 95s. And so it's like it's really annoying because you've already got 2 freebies to use it on. So you hope he's going to be cheap for all those Ravens fans out there. Next series, director, what do you think? I'm thinking I think week after Super Bowl is my prediction.
That's what I'm thinking too. Like at first I was like, I'm hoping it's at the end of January, but I think more realistically it'll be in the first couple weeks of February. Series 5.
That's my gut take. But this item itself, I mean, if you're a Ravens fan, and what's great is like every year in the NFL, neutral fans, and this is the thing, don't hate on neutral fans, guys. Like the NFL is a fantastic product internationally as well. As you can tell from the accent, mate, we didn't all come from a particular area and didn't have parents maybe raising us watching particular teams. So for whatever reason, like myself, we gravitated towards certain superior franchises like Raiders. And the Ravens this year are like the flavor of the month. They're the hot ticket, and they're playing amazing football. Just like last year it was the Chiefs, right?
Yeah.
And for 20 years it's been the Patriots. And so look, this is a
Can we all take a moment to thank the Titans, though?
Yes.
Thank you, Titans, for tearing down a dynasty. And I think everyone on Facebook I saw the next day said marked themselves safe from another Tom Brady Super Bowl.
It's 1 year, mate. He'll probably win it again.
We're just kidding, dudes. As much as crap as we talk in the Patriots, they've accomplished quite a bit.
But this is great. I like this guy because he's got really good strength, as you can see there, really good run block as well, as well as solid speed. It's kind of a nice item, and happy for that Ravens team, definitely.
Continues to get stacked too. Just wait. I mean that playoff promo was pretty good to them, but just wait until they get like that Team of the Year or that honors Lamar Jackson
Or
That's gonna be disgusting.
The Super Bowl promo gives current players from both teams really nice items as well. So it's gonna be super, super interesting if the Ravens do make it.
Now, the NFL Honors takes place the night before the Super Bowl traditionally, right? So what are they gonna do if Lamar Jackson wins MVP and then goes and wins Super Bowl MVP as well? It's interesting.
It's double cards by their own rules, and that's okay. But like that just means double the chance to pull a Lamar. But it's pretty exciting, and just bear in mind as well. God, we're stuck on Mark Andrews here. We haven't even moved on. But bear
what else are we
in
gonna
mind-
talk about?
bear in mind. Okay, we've still got Team of the Year, as discussed on stream, early next week. Okay. Which that's kind of like a boyfriend promise though, so really that means Tuesday. And I'll be shocked if it's Monday. That's a boyfriend promise. It'll be early next week, babe, I promise. And then it's like boom, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe Wednesday morning. So like early next week is Team of the Year, and then we're gonna have the honors. That is literally the kind of weekend of the Super Bowl. All right, so that's that final weekend that goes from January into February. But that whole last week, they do like a week-long Super Bowl promo, at least a week long, maybe even longer. All right, so and then we've got Team of the Year, Super Bowl. It should be pretty fun, guys. I'm hoping, and confirmed that our flashbacks, veterans,
And heavyweights making their return soon.
and SIGs are all coming back next week. They said
Nice.
as well. So next week should be stacked.
Nice. What overall do you think? What was the highest overall for that one? Probably flashbacks, right?
No, I think the heavyweights were taking the
Heavyweights?
cake one thing. Yeah.
I'm hoping they start rolling out some more 92, 93s is where I would expect to see those overalls at this point.
Hopefully 93s, man. But again, the veterans are fun because you keep getting really, really solid items for those same teams, which is good.
Let's take a look at the offensive hero. This is a card that a lot of people have been waiting for. Saquon Barkley. Every time he gets an upgrade, he becomes one of the better, or maybe even one of the best halfbacks in the Game Man Ultimate Team. 92 speed, 96 agility, which is probably the bigger stat for me at this point of the year, with 95 break tackle. This is a beastly item. I see a lot of people on Reddit saying how much agility matters on your playmakers. So 96 agility, if you get up to 99 agility at some point, works. It feels a little bit like a human joystick from what I'm told. And I think Team of the Year is going to give us a couple of really nice items that reflect that really high agility for your users.
Ooh la la. Yes, and Saquon was already glitchy, and his lower card was already like glitchy with the MUT Heroes one powered up. So this is just going to be like insane.
My top 3 ranked halfbacks in the game right now: Eric Dickerson, maybe still with the X Factor.
Oh, he's still number 1.
Bo Jackson, and then Saquon Barkley, in my opinion, and everybody else. Even though Saquon's a couple overall below a guy like Bo Jackson, which is pretty crazy. So pick up Saquon Barkley. Very nice item. Philip Lindsay also getting a card, 90 speed. This is more of a write-off theme team kind of extra third down back kind of situation.
Yeah, like ironically kind of slow when you always associate like that. Well, I always just thought he was a little bit of a speedster, but they kind of gave him like the slower side of the scale here.
I wonder what his 40 time was, because sometimes EA gets stuck on their 40 time, which shouldn't be the case like 99% of the time, because he passes the eye test, at least for me, for this card to maybe have 92, 93 speed at this phase.
Yeah, it's just a little bit unfortunately unusable. So yeah, not too shabby. There really wasn't like terribly much. I mean, Gesicki 6'6" is nice. 83 speed is not terrible. That wasn't terrible. The Hines, but look, the Renfro for finally for my Raiders kind of theme team to just toss him some touchdowns in the slot. But really, I put out the pictures of him and the Crosby card that came out.
That's good, man. I like these underground cards. I watched a little thing on Twitter of Hunter Renfro's highlights from this year. My God, you guys got a good deal on this kid. He's going to be something special. Reminds me, honestly, as weird as it sounds, he reminds me a lot of Keenan Allen. He's very good in route running, very good hands, decent enough speed. They have the same speed, though, from my eye test, and his 85 is already faster than Keenan Allen's 91. So let's go ahead
86.
and figure this out, EA.
86. He's I got 89 speed on my team, on the Raiders only team. And he gets up to like freaking 90 spec catch as well on my team, which is
He's
pretty
not bad.
big
I think
dapper.
he'll be one of those guys you
But,
continue to see grow.
He has many touchdowns this year as OBJ did. I'm just throwing that out
Well,
there.
you know, I think I saw another stat that Michael Thomas had more points in the first 8 games than OBJ did in his entire 2019 campaign, which is kind of crazy. Dallas Goedert, 78 speed, probably don't want to use him. Kind of okay run blocking. Again, Eagles same teams, and then Tajay Sharp, very unusable wide receiver.
Very unusable.
Take a look at the defensive
Cat
hero.
trash.
Fred Warner, you Niners themed teamers, getting another upgrade. It doesn't have a power-up card, but still 87 speed at outside linebacker isn't bad. I think his zone coverage is okay from what I remember. So he's a serviceable, I would say 4-3 outside linebacker.
Yes, sir.
Let's take a look at Pierre Desir.
Right? Desir is interesting, not terrible. I believe he's getting one of the Football Outsiders cards, if I'm not mistaken.
I think did they take an inch off of a lot of these players this year? I remember last year that Derwin James was 6'3", and then this year he's 6'2". I also remember Pierre Desir being 6'2" last year. Now he's 6'1". So the -1 overalls went a little deeper than we all thought.
Maybe they were on they were wearing like lifts when they went for their measurements or something. The next guy's interesting. Dante Fowler Jr. is just a budget beast. He's got the MUT force factor with that high finesse move. He has in previous years. I can't claim to have used him this year, but keep an eye out on him.
I think early this year we were using him, and he was actually quite nice. So I don't know what it is about this card, but he does play very, very well. MUT force factor. Sean Williams as a write-off. Anthony Walker, he's okay. AJ Klein also walked. Okay, so let's get into the team of the week 17, starting with the Michael Gallup limited card. Michael Gallup kind of had a breakout year this season. He could potentially take over for Amari Cooper if the Cowboys don't decide to pay him. Michael Gallup is a good replacement if they decide to go that route. 92 speed. Catching is all over the place, really good, and then the route running is actually pretty good as well. So not a bad item. He just needs a power-up. All these guys need power-ups, which is funny because even with power-ups, these limiteds are not eligible to go in them. I'm in the same boat with Austin Eckler. Well, I feel you dudes. Just the face. I can read the entire emotion off of your face. Something with the power-ups needs to be revisited. With every card needs to be able to go in a power-up set. Every card.
I think so. If only we knew a couple of game changers who could make suggestions.
In reality, guys, I want you to know this. Me and Trumpetmonkey never shut up about the power-ups. Okay, so we were very well represented when it comes to the power-up stuff as far as feedback is concerned with that situation. But Michael Gallup, as a core card, he's fine. Joe Mixon getting an upgrade as well. I think it's a little overdue.
Cowboys theme team wide receiver core though
is pretty nice.
You got T.O., you got Irvin. So like T.O., Irvin, Cooper, Gallup, spoiled for choice right there, which is pretty nice. Mixon, no power up?
I think he does have a power up. Live look in MUT Force. Does Joe Mixon have the power up? I believe he does.
I thought he did too.
And he does, 70 overall power up.
Which is nice, which means that this card then becomes super serviceable. Great trade acquisition and trade target for any at the beginning of this year anyway. They won't give him up now. The GM won't give him up at the beginning of this year in all franchise modes. This guy always goes on to win like a rushing title, like 2 or 3 years in a row and become a superstar in franchise. Pro tip if you play franchise, but gonna have a hard time getting it from the Bungles this year. But solid, because then what you're looking at right there is a lot more speed. You know, with the power up, you're going to 92. With Coach Madden 93, Sprinter 95, and then if you got 25 Bungles on your team, 96 speed. Very, very usable.
Yeah, not a bad card. I will mention. I wasn't gonna say this, but I will mention.
I always thought he was short. That's crazy. 6'1's big.
He's decently sized. I saw somebody post a comparison between Joe Mixon and 89 Sweetness, I think. Okay, and it seems that the stats that were chosen to be boosted to help his overall were a lot of passing trait stuff. It's kind of strange in my mind, and just be aware when you're looking at cards that, you know, if you want something glitchy, make sure to do a comparison and figure out why they have a 93 overall, because this one stood out, which to me was a little suspect. Gardner Minshew getting an upgrade.
There he is.
He's getting to the point where maybe if you're a Gardner Minshew fan, you can start using him.
No, guys, like he hits all the thresholds. It's that simple. Like really, you just need to give him a little bit of help with the uniforms or the stadium or the head. You're probably not going to be using it. So uniforms or stadium just to get his. All you need is his deep accuracy +1.
Yeah,
that's it. So
his throw power is a bit suspect too, but I mean, you can still use this if you're Gardner Minshew fan.
Yeah, if you're a Minshew fan, you want accuracy more than anything else. I think they chose. We have been complimenting the card art. This is the most vanilla, boring Gardner Minshew card art that you possibly could have chosen. Like, where is a photo with his helmet off? Come on.
I got you covered on the card art aspect of this episode. Put some work into the design of Team of the Year.
But Gardner Minshew, just to show you his stats again, all right? So if you put go deep on him, max that out, he's got 88 throw accuracy deep. That's the one we're worried about. See, 89 short, 85 medium are already over the thresholds. So 88 deep if you got go deep. You have Coach Madden, that makes it 89. And then you just need the Jaguars passing chem, team passing chem to get him, I think, probably to like 12. It might be, or 8 out of 40. And he should have throw accuracy.
I think it's 12. I think it's 12. Yeah, because I have that for Drew Brees. It's 12, yeah.
There you go. And then, he's going to have 91 throw power and all thresholds. You know what? Like, Jesus, I kind of want to use him. I kind of want to roll out in Weekend League and just see what the Gardner Minshew experience is like. I tell you what, we might do that. I might bloody do it, Director.
I was watching NFL draft stuff before bed the other day, and I ended up having a dream about Gardner Minshew getting traded to the Bears, which made me so happy seeing him in the Bears uniform with the Bears mustache. I think that needs to be your franchise QB at some point. Chicago. Tyler Higbee, 80 speed, 83 run block though, so he's still serviceable as a strictly run blocking tight end in my opinion. And the rest of these guys, okay, nothing too special.
Oh no, I got some shade. I got some shade to throw. Traquan Smith is a freaking lightning rod, and they gave him 84 speed.
It is an 80 overall.
But am I getting my Smiths? Is this not the kick returner?
Yeah, this is the guy you're thinking of. Yeah, this is the guy. He's amazing kick returner, amazing special teamer. 84 speed does seem a little bit low. But I hope that Traquan does get another card soon. Imagine he gets an 87 overall with like 93, 94 speed. I could see that.
Good Lord. There was, just have a quick look. It was good to see Boston Scott get some love there. Just scroll up a tiny bit there, Director. There was one. No, there wasn't anybody else I wanted to point out. No, we're good.
Team of the week hero for defense. One of my favorite defensive players in the past, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, Deion Jones, 89 speed, which is great. He has a power up. Ridiculously good zone, 87. This is a fantastic item. Non-user, even a user, middle linebacker.
Lads, you're this guy is dirt cheap. And if you definitely look, linebackers will not play the pass this year. Very, very poorly. Even your Shazam with Shazier with like freaking like 92 zone or something will still stand there staring at a freaking passed ball hanging directly above his helmet and do absolutely nothing. So you need as much help in the coverage game as possible for the linebackers. All right. This guy being dirt cheap, if you got an extra couple of $100K, grab him, just put lockdown on him, put him at the sub linebacker position on your lineup. Okay. So he's not even in your starting lineup, and just have him sitting there for when you know towards the end of a game, your opponent's just passing. Even put him in an outside linebacker in the flats or something. See, can he get you an interception? Because a lot of dudes will test those linebackers' coverage and just be throwing dots all over you and all around you, over your ears. Boom. Right? So, this guy might actually snag your pick. So this one, when I saw him, I was like, we're spoiled for middle linebacker. No one's going to get this. And I saw the price tank.
He's very, very affordable. And what's funny is I've been hanging out on the Madden Reddit a little bit more than usual lately. And there's a lot of new players that didn't get the opportunity to acquire all of their Ryan Shazier tokens, even though if that's the guy they picked. Those guys, I say, save up a couple $100K and pick up Deion Jones, because he plays very similarly and has the MUT force factor. So that's something to consider if you need a good non-user middle linebacker. Eric Rowe, 90 speed.
90 speed. This is the guy I wanted to point out. That's why I was having you scroll up. I just couldn't quite remember. 90 speed at corner is really, really solid. You're talking about getting to the serviceable level of, you know what random number generator is like out there. Bloody hell. You know that a 90 speed corner can hang long enough, even with 99 speed wide receivers, to be an annoyance, okay? But more critically right here, what I love about this dude is 89, 90 speed region becomes very glitchy when you're blitzing out of the nickel, and there's a lot of very, very hot heat blitzes out of the nickel where you want a 90 speed guy tearing in, and this guy will be dirt cheap, so keep an eye out for him as well.
Yeah,
I quite like
good
this.
budget beast right here. And again, if you're going to be running him, I think nickel is the perfect opportunity if you want to fit this guy on the squad.
Have a look. So forget about coverage stats and that, just the speed. Have a look at Cross though. This is controversial. This is super controversial.
How many sacks does this kid have? Do you have that information at the top of your head?
If I'm not mistaken, I wanted to say 10 and a half on the season.
On his rookie season. Double digits period on your rookie season is pretty impressive.
Yep.
Who did you guys end up taking in the first round with your high pick? It was Clelin Ferrell.
Yep.
This guy's outshined him.
Fine as well. Clelin Ferrell isn't like a game wrecker the way Crosby's supposed to be. Obviously, I'm being a massive homer right now, but I just want to make a point, not just on behalf of like Raiders fans and Max Crosby, but on fans everywhere as well. So like he had 10 sacks and 4 forced fumbles. Okay, that's really impressive. To put that into perspective, all of the shade that the Raiders got thrown at them. Okay, all right. The Mack attack, if I'm not mistaken, had 4.5 sacks his rookie season. Khalil Mack, okay? So this guy is already, all right? Already. And it's not like the Raiders had good coverage. This guy is
Don't finish that sentence, because it's nonsense.
The Raiders did not have good coverage.
He's good. He's very, very, very good. I think even this year in his rookie season, Joey Bosa only had like one more sack than him.
Yeah.
Joey Bosa only had one more sack than this guy.
This is solid. This is solid, and basically, why am I harping on about this? I would love to see, because he wasn't the only rookie that balled out. Like you got Josh Allen's as well, you know, the linebacker, the edge threat. There's plenty of rookies all over the place. The safety for the Chiefs, whose name I forget right now. There's plenty of really good rookies. I want to see them bring back that all-rookie team. I really do, because there's enough
back in the day.
There's enough performances from enough rookies that are now starters and doing brilliantly that fans like us and people who watch him up was absolutely adore and want to put in their lineup. Like, just to be clear, had Crosby got a 90 or a 91, he'd probably be my starting right end, because I just love to see him tearing off the edge. And so putting him at an 87 and some of these other items that we're seeing coming out at just too low ratings that they're deserving much higher, you're just robbing the fans a little bit of really the romanticism and the fun of MUT as well, which is, I'll take slightly less overall. I don't need to have a 96 overall, 97 overall right end if it's a guy I really, really love in real life. So that's all I want to say. Not necessarily just because it's Crosby, like plenty of cards in general is what I'm
You're talking to a guy with a bottom 3 theme team. I completely sympathize with that. Max Crosby put on a show this season. I hope that he gets an upgrade, a respectable upgrade a little further down the road in MUT. But he's really, really, really good. And with his stats bumped, let's say he gets a 93, 94 overall in a few months when those aren't like super glitchy, he will probably go over 90 finesse move and close to 90 speed as well. So that's going to be a pretty nice item down the road. Taylor Rapp, 84 speed, strong safety, avoid. Carl Lawson, avoid. I think all these guys think teams.
What's funny though, just have the two you just said avoid. Pierre Lewis, by the way, just scroll over Pierre Lewis. Like not terrible. Have a quick look at Marshall there. It's the last one. I think it was either Marshall or It's Rapp who's got the higher hit power. Just have a look at Rapp's hit power. I know he's got 84 speed. I get that, but that 88 hit power is just we pointed out some budget beasts that go like low 90s in hit power, okay? Like Swearinger, for example. Like, those are the guys you want because you can put Enforcer on them. This guy, no, except he will do well for you at special teams. And Lawson, just with like, once you get, it's like the Dante Fowler region. the next guy, Lawson, once you start to get to the mid 80s in that finesse move and stuff like that, if you're playing salary cap or you're just brand new and you're starting out and you want to have somebody who has some finesse on the edge, then Lawson, who's the next one down. Have a look, director. He's just got, I think, 84, is it? Yeah, 84, 80. It's not terrible, is what I'm saying. If you're just starting out, I just want to, because not everybody has a God Squad. Some people listen to us who are like, I got Madden for Christmas. What's a hit stick? You know, so like, we're just trying to help out.
just think about those guys in head-to-head makes me sad. So the team of the week,
we're trying to make it easier on them. We're trying to give them some budget.
I think Trumpetmonkey, I think it's your responsibility at this point. This is the Batman responsibility. Go help these guys with a theme team. Maybe we do a special next week, you know, in between the team of the year and the Super Bowl content. Help these newcomers out, the Madden Ultimate Team. A little bit more content coming this week other than team of the week or team of the year is Football Outsiders. I actually haven't seen the list for this yet. So we're just going to go through these one by one, see if there's anybody that we think is going to stick out. Let's start with Eric Reed, strong safety for the Panthers. Timmer getting some more love. Carolina Panthers.
Should get Enforcer, if I'm not mistaken. Just let me have a look at his team of the week and look how high that hit power was. Yeah, Timmy's going to be happy. Timmy's going to be very, very happy. Oh, yeah. So he's 86 overall. This is going to be a stud. His 86 overall had 93 hit power. So if this guy like keeps that up, like he's probably gonna have like 95 hit power at least. And the speed won't be like terrible. You know, even on a theme team, huzzah. But even just like budget beast wise, that's gonna be pretty gnarly.
I like that. And I recognize the name Eric Reed. I've seen him make plays. He is a standout.
Yeah.
So worthy of the Football Outsiders. JC Jackson, cornerback. Is this one of the rookies? No, yes, maybe.
No, he's been there a while, but but he'll be solid enough as well. Like again, so you pull them up and I'll pull up their previous card and we'll go, because we don't have the stats on this one, guys. We're not just being lazy, okay? I promise you that. I
honestly had, like, I don't know anything about the previous two players that we've pulled up. I know Eric Reed. I know he should be pretty nice. I don't know anything about JC Jackson.
Yeah, he had a team of the week who had 86 speed, which is not terrible at an 83. So this guy will be low 90s in the speed, which again, it would just be nice to be blitzing from that nickel position. Let's see, maybe they bump his coverage stats. They're pretty woeful.
Either way, you got Stephon Gilmore, who just got a card, who's really nice. You could put this guy in the slot. Not a bad item to add with Football Outsiders.
And now we can just love the Patriots in MUT because we don't have to watch them.
True that. Julian Love, strong safety, New York Giants.
Well, I was trying to think that the Giants have like a strong safety before this. I just want to point out, for all of the naysayers who always, there's one thing I can't stand. It's when we think someone's going to get a prediction, a really massive bump in the overall, and they say, well, EA will never bump somebody's overall by 10 or by 8. That never happens. Let me tell you, guess the overall of Julian Love's previous card, director.
Por qué? What?
Just guess. Have a guess.
78.
68. This is a 20-plus overall bump from a cornerback card to strong safety as well. So they're not just bumping him from corner to strong safety. They're giving him plus 20. So let this go down in history as the time that a card got a plus 20 bump, and everybody just calm down when we're making bold predictions.
Yeah.
Plus
Julian
20.
Love. Don't know anything about this cat. But they already have.
He's going to be a coverage. I'm calling it now. This will be a coverage, guys.
And they already have a strong safety. What's his name? Went to the Redskins.
We always get that one wrong, so let's not even try.
Yeah, who knows? Next up, Logan Cook, punter. That's what I feel like the Football Outsiders has turned into. It's like, ooh, the new punter and kicker promo.
Punter, the new kicker that no one wants because NFL 100. So
and at that point, like, all they really do for me, at least, is help your overall. That's the only reason I have them on my squad, other than the kicker
with the team overall.
clutch.
You lucky bastards.
Yeah.
Because your team overall gets a massive bump if you're rolling with like these special teamers. So congrats, Jaguars. You got Minshew. You got a punter.
Graham Gladsoe, right guard.
Now, this one was disappointing. Do you know why? Because Glasgow, I was hoping would be one of the higher overalls because right guard, and like kind of higher potential awareness is like something that I'm super interested in right now. Look, he had an 80 overall MUT Heroes card. Nothing necessarily. He's pretty evenly balanced actually. It's not terrible between the run and the pass. It'll be interesting to see. It'll be a budget beast.
Yeah, budget beast. Harold Landry the third, right outside linebacker. If I am not mistaken, isn't Keith Bullock a right outside linebacker? Or is he left? I think he's right.
No, Keith Bullock is right outside linebacker, except Keith Bullock is a coverage linebacker. Harold Landry, if I'm not mistaken, when they played the Raiders, because I heard the commentator say it, was leading the Titans in sacks. And tighten up. Well done, as you said, going to New England. I hope this guy kind of gets some love. So to give you an idea, his 87 overall had 82 speed. So we could be looking at like an 85, 86 kind of speeder right here, which isn't terrible, all right, except he had 87 finesse move back then. So you can expect 90s
Well, maybe you put him on the edge. You let Keith Bullock do his thing, but Harold Landry on the edge with Casey. My God, it's late. Casey, the other defensive end for the Titans.
I'll tell you right now. Jarrell Casey.
Jarrell Casey. Right. You put him there with Casey. You let Keith Bullock do his thing. That's not a bad ad for the Titans theme team. The Titans theme team, you can expect even higher boost this year and next year due to your high performance, especially taking on the Patriots.
We always get, it was Landon Collins, that's who you were thinking of. We always get Landon Collins and HaHa Clinton Dix mixed up. We have a hive mind. We've both had massive brain damage in our lives. We've been concussed many times, and we can't tell the difference between Landon Collins and HaHa Clinton Dix. If we ever meet either of them, it'll be hilarious.
What's sad is that Landon Collins has done an opener for the show, and I still can't remember. Huge embarrassment for my force. James Burgess Jr.
Us either. Yeah.
They have who's in the middle there? Avery Williamson, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is another guy to add there. Helps the overall if you didn't have a middle linebacker 2 on the theme team. He's a run stopper. Yeah. So you can expect maybe lower speed, higher block shed.
This is a brand new card. So this one went from 0 to 89. There's no James Burgess in the MUT database.
So we have literally nothing to go off of with this guy. Expect a good run stopper, but it's kind of cool.
Imagine if he has like 99 speed or something like that. Oh my God.
You guys let us know on Sunday if this guy's a budget beast or not. Come back in the comments. Say, hey, director, Trumpetmonkey. This Burgess guy's the move. Center Matt Paradis comes back.
He played for the Browns. I remember I looked him up because I could have sworn there was a Raider linebacker that had the name Burgess, but played for the Browns anyway. Mate, let's wait and see.
Paradis, I think he was also a Bronco for your Broncos theme teams. 90 overall center. As long as he's got good awareness, I would say go ahead and roll out with him.
Paradis was day one, if I'm not mistaken, one of the calls for like best, because he had really nice awareness. So he has 87 awareness on his 85. Okay, so you're gonna get like low 90s probably awareness, because that's a super stat for the centers. This dude was more towards the like he's kind of even, like run and pass, I say, just like slightly more pass style. But look, a solid option, and that's really good under center. You gotta like that.
Big word of advice here too, dudes. If you want any of these cards, I would say maybe wait until Team of the Year drops, because I can definitely predict a huge market crash coming Monday, Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, whenever Team of the Year comes out. And that's something I'm doing as well, hoarding 4 million coins for a bit of upgrades at that point. Rashad Perryman had himself a massive last 2 or 3 games with both Chris Godwin and Mike Evans out. This guy should have pretty good speed. That's what he's known for in franchise.
Mate, we go deep dive here on MUT Force, mate. And I found the James Burgess Jr. card from when he was a Cleveland Brown in MUT 19.
What?
Okay. And I'm happy to say that he had 74 speed on a 64. So it's not going to be crazy speed on Burgess. Not going to be crazy speed. Solid block shed and hit power, though. And solid catch. Let's see. James Burgess could end up being a Swiss Army knife CPU-controlled little live. I can't wait.
If he's a
I
run
can't wait to
stopper
see his
archetype,
stats.
yeah, he could definitely
Guys,
be good.
Just go. It could be a complete dud, but I love the idea that James Burgess, right, had literally no card in MUT this year before that 88 overall Football Outsiders 89, right? So go and look at him, you know, as soon as he comes out on Sunday and see is he like an absolute stud to put on your special teams or something.
I have some homework for you, Tom. I want you to tweet that card too when it comes out. See if it's got any footing with the budget beasts. Rashad Perryman, expect some good speed on him.
Yes, Perryman's speed should be up there, guys, and he deserved this.
Oh yeah.
Like I thought he actually got an 88 team of the week, which is interesting. So he's getting another +3 bump right here. That 88 team of the week, that's right, yeah, 94 speed.
So this guy might have 95, 96 speed. Rashad Perryman's pretty fast, dude. You Buccaneers wide receivers look really, really good this year, and you still have Joe Juravicius coming out as a full legend at some point. That is going to be a really nice offense to run with, and then another upgrade to Steve Young at some point. I think Joe Montana was also no, he was a Chief. That's right, he was a Chief. So Rashad Perryman's going to be very, very nice. Kenyon Drake, what a breakout season! I mean, I really hate to say this, I'm such a massive David Johnson fan, but
Johnson's
Drake,
gone. David Johnson is going to be a free agent and probably a steal. And
honestly,
we haven't even said his name this year.
Honestly, I would love the Chargers to go pick him up, dude. If we let go of Melvin Gordon this offseason,
which is happening, you're not keeping
which
Gordon.
is probably happening, which sucks because I love Melvin Gordon, and we get David Johnson, I will still be pretty happy because we still have Austin Eckler. I'm a huge David Johnson fan. I think he was underutilized. Maybe he does have a little bit of bust potential after his sophomore season, but Kenyon Drake picked up the pace after David Johnson sat out, and my goodness, he won some fantasy leagues at the tail end of the 2019 season.
Oh yeah, he did. And guys, his 88 had an 89 speed, so fully expect a 92 at least speed. Like definitely
91, 92 speed for Kenyon Drake.
He's an elusive back as well. He had 90 juke move on his 88. So like actually that's a
power up
budget
cards, because I don't feel any Cardinals fans going to want to run out with David Johnson, even though he has the power up anymore now that Kenyon Drake's on the field. If he had a power up, he would be up there with the top echelon of running backs right now. Noah Fant, rookie tight end. The speedster. I love this kid, man. Again, like, so I'm one of those weird fans who actually just appreciates all of the AFC West. That doesn't mean I still despise every other team in the AFC West, but I just love it because you get to watch these guys twice a year and you just respect them. 86 speed on his 86. So let's hope this just keeps going. Let's hope like it continues, you know, this vertical threat tight end right here. He had really solid catching stats as well. 86 catch on his 86, 85 spec. So like, do you recall if the NFL draft promo ever put in the last draft upgrades? So Noah Fant would be eligible. You know, Kyler Murray would be eligible. Do they do that, or they normally go back even further? I know they do that for sure. You know, for like, so 1 year you could expect like a Mike Williams, even though he got drafted first round like 3 years ago, he could still get one just because he was higher overall in the draft. So I wonder if you guys remember in the chat, let us know if they do upgrades for the most recent draft in the NFL draft promo for this upcoming March or April, or if it's just guys from way back when. But this is a good card. He's going to be a stud moving forward. Broncos got themselves a nice tight end.
They did. Solid.
Take a look at Randy Bullock, kicker, 93 overall. That's all you got to know.
Go Bengals.
I think the archetype,
like a +2 overall bump.
I think the archetype that they're putting on here is the same as a power halfback. What's up with that? All right, so that was the Football Outsiders coming out Sunday morning. You guys have theme team or any people want to pick up, take a look at that. Legends.
Somebody say Legends director.
Let's start out here with Corey Dillon. I think this is the week to be a Patriots fan for the theme teams.
Yeah.
Corey
Bengals
Dillon,
as well?
The Bengals as well have a pair of nice halfbacks all of a sudden too. 91 speed. This guy is a bruiser. So I think he'll be able to get jukebox as well. So you can liken him to dudes like Nick Chubb and stuff like that. He should be pretty solid.
Yeah. I love that Bengals uni, by the way. That one that's in the image right there. Yes. So look, really high break tackle, power up eligible as well. So you're going to get him to the speeds that you need in order to be able to like have him as your primary back as well.
Yeah.
So if you're a fan, you're freaking happy. If you really want to run with him as your halfback, you can. He'll be absolutely good enough on your team.
Yeah.
It is a very a very meh week of legends. I'm fine, I guess. I don't mind. I had a feeling we were gonna get some Charger love today for you, man. I just had this feeling, but I was wrong. Never go off Monkey's feelings anay.
But it gave me a little bit of false hope, I'm not going to lie. So a bit of disappointment rolling around 8 o'clock Eastern for the director. I want to see LT so bad. But I was telling Trumpetmonkey just before the show that if you guys have a theme team, or if you're just a fan of, let's say, the Jaguars or something that's not getting a lot of cards, there's usually a point in Madden where those teams that have been neglected for a while, they usually get a lot of cards all at once. They kind of come in waves. So I'll be patient. I think the Chargers may be getting something soon. We'll have to wait and see, but I'm hoping we get more than just one card. We've gotten 3 decent cards since October. I'm really waiting to see what happens after that. Let's take a look at the Rob Ninkovich, another Patriot coming down, 82 speed. He's got the 90 block shed, 92 power move. He should be a stud on that defensive line.
Yeah. Not a massive fan of this guy here. If I'm just gonna look it up for you guys, if I recall, he also played for the Finns. Yeah, there we go. He played for the Saints and the Finns. So like, I mean, take it or leave it. He's not gonna be terrible. Like, he'll give you like solid. I mean, come on, 93 strength and 90 block shed is actually, I shouldn't scoff at that too much, is actually pretty solid. But you know, like, are you gonna take this guy over Strahan if you're not running a theme team? Probably not, you know?
Yeah, I think there's a very few situations we're going to choose Ninkovich over another item. So he's all right. Patriots fans, you can be excited about that. And then any other theme teams he fits on. And then Jason Sehorn, probably the highlights for this week: 96 overall, 93 speed, 94 man, 88 zone, 93 press. He should be all around very good.
Did we make a big enough deal out of the fact, right? Did we make a big enough deal out of the fact that these limiteds are 96s? I mean, ULs are gonna, like, ULs have been, if I'm not mistaken, ULs have started at 97 in previous years.
They will start at 97, I believe. If you remember back last year, we had a playoffs legend sort of promo for a while where we got like Larry Fitzgerald, Cam Chancellor, and those guys were 96 overalls. Those were the last batch. Like, I think the last 3-4 weeks, we started getting 96s before the UL started rolling in. So, yeah, I expect the next, 3-4 weeks, like, your limited should be a 96.
Interesting. And I wonder, will ULs be 97s or 98s? It's going to be interesting right there. Sehorn played for the Rams and the Giants. Lots of speed. Lots of coverage.
Take a look at his archetype right there. Looks like almost a Band-Aid. That is a symbol for a slot cornerback, which both wide receivers and cornerbacks, there's actually not that many. So keep in mind that Jason Sehorn is probably going to excel at the slot cornerback position in nickel and dime sets. So that's really not too bad.
Making him a limited kind of evil because he's the best of these 3 legends this week, and now you got to rip packs to get him.
Gotta wait till Series 5 comes out. So you guys in the comments, let us know what's the move with Jason Sehorn. 96 overall. There's no power up available for him. Maybe just try and power him up. I think he's eligible to go up to 94, which is the one good thing at this point with these limiteds. You can still get that Jason Sehorn up pretty high without the actual card. And that is it for the legends and all of the content this week. We did a good job at stretching it out a little bit. MUT Force is still a solid 40-50 minutes. Now we get to the good stuff.
We weren't trying. We were trying to be quick, actually. I think we were trying to be quick, so you can go and hang with your family on a Friday night, and Trumpetmonkey can go and do whatever I do on a Saturday morning, early on a Saturday morning before the rest of Latvia is awake. But I believe you have some custom card out that I haven't seen. You told me don't look at Twitter.
It is time. I've texted him as right before he woke up. Don't look at Twitter. We got the new predictions up. You guys dropped a whole bunch of recommendations. I put a tweet out saying, hey guys, I'm doing Photoshop for custom card art. If you want your voice to be heard, do it now. So if you guys want that opportunity in the future, hit us up on Twitter at Kiwi_filmmaker or at Estonian_Raider. And you can voice your opinion on who gets his custom card arts. But it is time, Trumpet Monkey, to get into the custom card art for Team of the Year. Let's start out here.
Oh, look at this card art from the director. Oh my God, it's magical.
98 overall, Aaron Donald. You guys will notice as we're going through these predictions, I'm following the formula of Team of the Year last year. So there's going to be a couple of 98s, a couple of 97s. Majority of them will be 96s with a couple 95, 94 sprinkled in. Not doing fullback, offensive line or kicker and punter or any of that thing, but you'll see some of the juicy players starting out here with Aaron Donald. What would this card mean to Madden Ultimate Team?
Lots of insta-shed. Lots of sacks. The only saving grace this year with escape artist and fast break and whatnot will be the fact that you might be able to roll out of the pocket to your right to get away from him. So only, you know what I mean? Like if he had 95 speed, then that'd be even scarier. But man, I think your prediction for speed and everything is pretty much bang on. You might have made him a tiny bit too fast.
Possibly. We have him pegged at 84 speed, 91 excel, 99 strength, 97 play rec, 96 block shed, 98 power move, 95 finesse move. So he is just going to devour offensive linemen.
I don't think this is like that's not insane. You've got him, mate. But mate, you've got him bumped +6 speed from his last card.
His last card was a 92 overall. You never know. We'll get as close as we can. We'll get as close as we can to the actual we think's going to happen with their attributes. But I think this will be pretty nice. It'll be close to end game. I assume he's going to get a 99 overall at some point. But this is a very nice item if it does come out, and he's gonna be very expensive.
But he is still though the like hands down, he's still the trait god.
Yes.
Like without like beyond any shadow of a doubt. Literally high motor, swim move, spin move, bull rush move, big hitter, strips ball, and disciplined on the penalty.
If there was a quest to find the Fountain of Youth, which encased the MUT Force Factor, Aaron Donald would have been dipped several times in the fountain of MUT Force Factor. He is very, very, very glitchy. Let's take a look at the next guy here. Probably a favorite for Trumpet Monkey.
Hey, Bobby Wagner! Oh man, look at the card art on this, dude. You've given him the Emerald City green jerseys. Oh, that's so cool, man. Yeah, look, you've got the stats bang on as well. You got the stats bang on.
Bobby Wagner, one of the best non-user middle linebackers. You can user him as much as you want as well.
Yeah.
We've got him pegged at 89 speed, 90 excel, 98 tackle, 97 play rec, 89 block shed, 97 hit power, and 84 zone. He will be a beast.
It is every year. I think I heard Gutbuck say something similar. Every year it is the Aaron Donald, Bobby Wagner, Yanda. Marshall Yanda promo, basically, right? and I think, yeah, he's just a lock, man. What a player for that franchise. Negotiated his own contract.
There's a reason why he's in the Team of the Year promo every single year, because he just consistently puts up the numbers.
99, man, he's incredible. I love it, dude. That card art is sick, bro.
We haven't pegged it at 97 overall. I think he had a little bit less of an impressive season than last year, but only by a tiny bit, where we gave the 98 to Aaron Donald this season. But he's very, very good. He'll power up to 98 overall. Just a fantastic, fantastic beast on the field.
What else you got?
Next, we got Jamal Adams, 96 overall.
Yes. Solid. Such a fan favorite in reality and in MUT as well.
Oh, yeah.
God, he is the type of safety that you want your franchise to have. Just a field general back there on defense.
Remember when there was talk of him getting traded by the Jets and everyone just flipped out in New York? There was talk.
This is like, why? You don't take a generational talent and ever get rid of him. That's stupidity there.
No.
To even
If the Chargers
get
said that we were thinking about rebuilding and getting rid of Derwin James, I'd be like, you are freaking crazy. What are you smoking? Because Jamal Adams and Derwin James are very comparable. Very, very good safeties. We have him pegged at 96 overall, 92 speed, which is fantastic, 87 tackle, 97 play rec, 95 pursuit, 91 man, 92 zone, 99 hit power.
Oh my God, he's gonna be literally like bursting through your screen. He's gonna knock dudes off of the field through your screen, and they're gonna land like on your living room floor. Your running back is gonna be, you're gonna be running stretch. Your running back's gonna go to the right, and then bam, you're gonna get this massive hit stick. Jamal Adams is gonna fly your freaking Eric Dickerson through your television screen just to land in your lap and be like, what is tiny pixelated Eric Dickerson doing running around my living room? Can we make that? Do you have those special effects abilities? That would be sick.
Give me some time. Mid 2021, that will be delivered.
Get on it, director.
The best part about these cards too is since everybody, a lot of people have been grinding the Team of the Week promos, getting those tokens. Generally, the Team of the Year promo isn't as expensive as everybody's thinking. Sure, the 98s and 97s are pretty pricey. When it comes to the 96s, which is where I peg Jamal Adams at, they're usually pretty affordable, 400K and below, if memory serves. So Jamal Adams, if we don't get an upgrade for Pat Tillman soon, I don't see any reason to keep him on the field when players like Jamal Adams are floating around.
Dude, right now, I did my 95, my 100-day, whatever it was, 175-day daily logins.
For Sean Taylor.
Used it on Sean Taylor.
Yep.
And now I've got Ronnie Lott out of position over there with reinforced 100 at strong safety. And guess what? Pat Tillman is sub linebacker.
This is the way. Let's take a look at the next batch in predictions for Team of the Year.
Oh!
Russell Wilson at quarterback, 98 overall.
I gotta go on a small tirade here. Okay. This guy, I've powered him all the way up. I got his Series Redux. I got him waiting. I think you're absolutely right. I think it's a toss-up between him and Aaron Rodgers, but I think it's going to be Russell, and I think this card is going to be incredible. I can't wait, director. And protected, in my opinion, does not work. So I was really happy to get rid of Montana. Ready for Russell Wilson. Ready to go. Can't wait. This is going to be sick.
Will be just so good. Especially, we may have the overalls one overall too high, considering that we're kind of -1 from last season. But I don't think 98 is out of the question. I think that could definitely happen. If that were to come to pass, 98 overall Russell Wilson would have 90 speed, 93 throw power, hits all the thresholds on accuracies, 89 under pressure, 99 on the run, and 98 play action. This guy would be endgame.
I can't wait, man. I seriously hope this happens. Yeah, you're right as well. Like 97s might be the highest, but who cares, man? Like, it's so close. And no matter what, your card art is amazing, and it's probably some of your best work this year, man.
Thank you, sir.
And I think the predictions are spot on.
Thank you, sir. We actually do go through quite a bit of research when doing the custom card art. I go through and look at the past items, see what the likely upgrades are going to be. So hopefully these are pretty close to who we're getting and what their stats might look like. So Russell Wilson should be an awesome card. If it's a 98 overall, you can power him up to 99 overall and just be rolling out with him until Madden 21. Next up, we got Michael Thomas. Don't think anyone's surprised by this guy.
This is a good one, bro. It has to be, right? Single season reception record. Yeah, like it has to be, man. It has to be him. And kind of sad that they got knocked out of the playoffs, man. Jesus, like, I mean, happy for Vikes as well, but God, you just want to see this guy make like a deep run, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the Saints have a bit of a playoff curse at this point, but Michael Thomas continues to shine. This item, I think items like Michael Thomas, Larry Fitzgerald, maybe even a Keenan Allen when he gets an upgrade, they're overlooked because of their speed. But what you really want to look at is running these guys in the slot because of their incredible catching ability. Yeah. If Michael Thomas gets a 97 overall, I have him pegged at 91 speed, 92 jump, respectable, but 98 catch, 97 in traffic, 96 spec with route running for days. But you can put this guy in the slot and count on him to get smacked, slapped, and still come down with the ball in the middle of the field.
Big facts. Absolutely big facts.
Don't
Insane,
overlook
man.
Michael Thomas. As far as I know, his past couple cards have been Nat. So if you're looking to pick up this guy, make sure you've got those pieces ready to go. And speaking of guys that can get smacked and still come down with the catch, we got a DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh, dude, wouldn't it wouldn't it just be incredible, man? Wouldn't it just be incredible? This would just be so nice, man. This would be so good. This would be such an amazing card, man.
Now,
it really would.
Trumpetmonkey and I had the opportunity to go out to EA and play the game a bit early, test it out, get a feel for the Madden 20. And I think we both agreed that DeAndre Hopkins was probably our favorite offensive player in early game. And I think as he gets upgrades,
glitchy.
People, again, overlook him because of his speed. We have him pegged at 92 speed with 99 jumping. Keep that in mind. But he really excels in the catching category. 95 catch in traffic and spec catch across the board.
And just the separation, the route running, that type of thing. Like he's just super, super safe. I would love to see them with this promo do something similar. Okay, I was hoping they'd do it with the playoff promo to the NFL 100 pre-activated abilities. I really want to see them do that with, I get it that the NFL 100 is like once in 100 years. I get that. They're not going to do an NFL 101, guys. Like, so understand, they won't break MUT too badly ever again with like a Dickerson that's activated for an entire game because you can't get him for a tackle for a loss no matter what you do. Like, but I still think for Team of the Year, which only happens once a year, every year, this should be the promo where they set the precedent that, okay, listen, when Team of the Year comes out every year, those guys are going to have pre-activated Team of the Year Madden abilities.
Because is there a guy in the NFL right now that deserves double me more than DeAndre Hopkins? Maybe Michael Thomas.
Maybe Michael Thomas. Wouldn't it be great if they both just came with that activated, pre-activated?
Oh.
Some people don't like that, so I get that. Look, I completely understand your point of view, but also I just think it's really fun. I think it forces you to be strategic about like, you know, who you're going to go with, who you're going to have activated, like so all of that stuff. So yeah,
we've got these pre-activated X Factors on wide receivers right now: Randy Moss, Larry Fitz, and I can tell you they're pretty easy to counter. It's really just Eric Dickerson that's bothering everybody at this point, I gotta say. So DeAndre Hopkins. Wrapping up that batch, let's move on to batch number 3. More?
Oh, of course, there's a Joey Bosa. Oh my God, it's Joey Bosa. By the way, we had a fan request, director. People want to see the "Oh my God, it's Joey Bosa" video. They want to see it back, bro. So I think we got to put it so.
Hey guys, it's the director. Remember to sub and like. Oh my God, it's Joey Bosa.
We're filming now, but it better be at the top of this episode, and so I'm referencing it in like the future, but in the past, through the magic of film and television.
Inception.
So yeah.
Oh my God, it's Joey Bosa. We'll make sure that makes this episode. If you guys are interested too, we've got a GIF version of that on Twitter. Joey Bosa, I feel like, again, a standout in the NFL. I don't know if he's ever gotten a Team of the Year card, so it'd be a good way to introduce him into this promo. At left end, there's a couple of other guys that I like, maybe a little better as far as performance, maybe a Cam Jordan and stuff like that, but they already recently got a card. The next guy up was Joey Bosa, so he made the card art segment of the show. We got him pegged at 96 overall, 85 speed, 91 excel, 90 strength, 95 play rec, 84 block shed, but 92 power move and 99 finesse move. Stock.
Awesome, mate. I could see it happening. He bloody deserves it. It'd be pretty incredible. I think you're right. I think a lot of the other left ends like D Ford, Daniel Hunter, like they got looked after in the playoff promo. This will be a lovely, lovely upgrade. I like the speed he's got there too. It's like not like exuberant. It's not like ridiculous. There's no fanboyness there. You haven't homered him at all. Like I think that's a solid prediction, and that makes him really, really gnarly off the edge.
Oof. And he's got the mud force factor. Since his rookie year, Joey Bosa has been a pretty glitchy item. So crossing my fingers that we get a Joey Bosa moment. And then maybe I'll update that video of me singing as the cowboy getting the Joey Bosa upgrade. Next up, we've got Minkah Fitzpatrick at free safety.
Yes. Has to be, doesn't it? It has to be. The dude gets traded from the Finns, and then gets what, like an interception every snap. Like he just like it's like that's what it felt like. Yeah, it felt like he had like a pick like a week for like forever. Man, really nice. And I, you know what though, like at a really stocked position, this is why I think it would be cool to do that, like a really stacked position, stock position. I really feel like it would be cool to do the pre-activated X Factor ability. I think that would be sick. So like, because then Minka becomes like really valuable. And I think it's a great prediction. I like the stats you're giving him there as well. You've given him just, I think you might have been too generous on the hit power. I got to look up his previous hit power.
Take a look at the previous card, and while you're doing that, I'll name off the stats. We have him pegged at a 96 overall, 94 speed, 97 excel, only 72 tackle. However, 99 play rec, 90 pursuit, 91 man, 93 zone, 89 hit power. So powered up 90 hit power, he would be pretty gnarly. And again, he's becoming one of those names that I'm excited to see get upgrades in Madden Ultimate Team, because I have a respect for the player. I like the newcomer kind of aspect, and just the journey he's taken this season is a good story to roll out there on the field in Madden 20 Ultimate Team.
A lot of fun. I completely agree, bro. Very cool. Let's see, man. Hopefully they kind of do something really innovative, blow us away with this promo.
And again, with the market crash, might be able to afford a Minka Fitzpatrick if he's a fan favorite or fits your theme team, because Dolphins fans, you guys got yourself a nice card there as well. And keep in mind, I did put the and I should have mentioned this earlier, the power up logo on all of these cards, because I feel if we're going to get a power up drop, it really should be with Team of the Year. I think every Team of the Year item should be upgradable. And so I'm hoping they drop a power-up item with every single one of these cards that don't already have one.
Yeah, agreed.
Next up, we have got, this is a deep dive.
Ooh, okay.
This is a deep dive. All right, so special teams and et cetera. Brian Poole comes in as our slot cornerback. Per Pro Football Focus, he's the highest rated slot corner this year. I had no idea. I barely know Brian Poole exists, but when I went back and looked at his tape and looked at his stats, he's well deserving of a slot cornerback upgrade for the Jets. And this is similar to what happened last year. Not a lot of people knew the name of Desmond King, who ended up picking up this exact same position last year, but he earned it for his stats. So I'm going to give this one to Brian Poole. He's going to have interesting stats in the slot: 94 speed, 97 excel, 92 agility, 84 jump, 94 play rec, 87 man, 88 zone, 92 press.
I can see it happening, bro. I'm looking at his Team of the Week card there. Okay, Team of the Week from week 12 and 86 overall. I think you nailed it, man. He had 87 speed back then, so I could see that speed, maintaining. And then the coverage stats aren't terrible either. They're not fantastic. I feel like you nailed the stats prediction on this one, especially, man. So, like, dude, I like it. So you're thinking this is a slot corner, and you think they're gonna do a similar thing to last year, where we really had like that team specialist.
Yeah, specialist. Yep. And so that's gonna give room for a couple of guys that maybe we didn't predict coming out, but definitely deserve the slot. And I think that particularly slot cornerback Brian Poole deserves that title. Next up, we got Chris Jones, defensive tackle, Chiefs, 96 overall. Yeah. Really struggled between Chris Jones and Fletcher Cox, but I think Chris Jones just had a better year. His stats never really jump out at me, I'll be honest, but he does have the MUT force factor. The notable stats in this card
just gets to you, man. You're dead
94
right.
Strength, 95 power move, and that's pretty much it. But again, he carries the MUT force factor.
It's true. Can confirm. Solid player. God. Just so big. That's the thing.
I was gonna say in 3-4 is where I've noticed him excel, and especially in run defense. So don't be too scared off by the stats. The one positive from these stats is that it should set a floor for the 96 overall price tags, and then you can pick up Chris Jones for fairly cheap. And I can almost guarantee if you're running 3-4, he should excel above expectations. Let's see, we got another batch coming in, Trumpetmonkey. Are you ready?
Oh my God, Director, you've outdone yourself. There's Kittle. Yep. It's gonna be. It could be Darren Waller, bro.
I'll be honest. I almost put Darren Waller here.
It could be.
Almost put Darren Waller here. But I think George Kittle is just, he's very, very, very good. If George Kittle is in the running, let's say for like an honors card or something like that very soon, then I can definitely see Darren Waller taking this slot.
Yeah, but the fact is, like, they didn't give Kittle the last one was with that limited MUT Heroes, right? They didn't give him a playoff promo card, which meant that every single one of us just went ding, team of the year. I'm completely with you. He is still like a superstar as well. Darren Waller isn't a superstar. Kittle is like established as a freaking huge personality, a superstar. The Niners are so hot right now. That Hansel, he's so hot right now. And this guy right here, he kind of looks like Hansel. That Kittle, he's so hot right now. The speed is kind of low though, director. What did you do with the speed?
I think, okay, so he's going from a 92 to a 96. So I gave him a +4 speed, 89 speed, but he does have the power up, so you can still get him up to what, like 94, 95, depending on situation, which is still really good. Where he excels is the 89 run block, which is almost unmatched by any other tight end in the game right now. He is very good in catching situations. I think you were there. Yeah, you were there when I picked up his 92. I was like, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to go pick up his 92. And he plays so good. So good to the level where I would say find an X factor for him, put up matchup nightmare on this guy, and just dot people up all day.
So good, man.
Very, very good item. 49ers, you guys, I guarantee you're going to get a team of the year. I'm hoping it's going to be George Kittle. Next up, you've got Chris Godwin.
Oh, that's actually a really good one. Oh, wait. So, but would he come out as like the slot receiver position, even though that's not his archetype? Yeah, I could see this happening. Definitely, man.
Chris Godwin, what made him so special is that he lined up all over the place, and that's what that's what made him open quite a few times, is that, you know, he was lined up in the right coverage. So I think putting him as a slot receiver and specialist is very appropriate. 93 speed on his 95 overall, I think, is very generous too. Where he excels again is his catching stats. I think if he gets anywhere close to these stats, he might be better than our other previous two wide receivers, because he's got a little more speed and he's very similar in catch and route running.
Yeah, and he might not be like the snazziest name, the sexiest name, as they say, but still, he'll play like really, really well. Dude, really good prediction. Really loving it, man. I dig it.
I may be a little biased because he helped me win a fantasy title this year. This guy was just so on fire all season, and hopefully he gets the bump in Madden as well. Next up, we got Derrick Henry.
If you don't get a Julio Jones tattoo on your butt cheek, then you're crazy. Derrick Henry, there he is. I was like, where's the halfback? Where's Henry? Here he is. My God. That dude, if they do pre-activated X Factor abilities, and this guy comes with what, like Freight Train pre-activated, I will get this halfback, because it's
another Eric Dickerson.
It is, but a cooler Eric Dickerson. And Eric, at this stage, man,
people are burned out on Eric Dickerson.
We've had enough Dickerson. Dickerson, we're even to the point where we're disliking the real Dickerson, because like we're all so like abused in Madden by Dickerson. But this guy, you can actually get behind. You can even hold up the Pats' performance against that amazing defensive team and go, no, really. Like he has a real life X Factor of Freight Train where no one can stop him. Like that second touchdown drive they had, it was 75 yards and all of them on the ground to Derrick Henry, including the touchdown. Like it was literally like an OP run game. Let's run stretch and dive on the Patriots in real life. I can get behind that and not feel like a complete scumbag for running stretch and dive all game.
He's definitely a fan favorite. Comes out every single year as like a bruiser back. Doesn't carry a lot of speed most of the time, but in team of the year, I would expect, we have him pegged at 96 overall with 93 speed, 92 excel, 99 carrying, 93 truck, 90 break tackle. He would be very good.
I want this card so bad with a pre-activated X Factor, man. I really do. He is the, I know Beast Mode's back in the game, but this guy is the current Beast Mode.
Oh yeah.
In real life.
Oh yeah. And even if he doesn't have the X Factor, just pick him up. Have some fun. Have some fun with some of your fan faves from this past season. Next up, we got Tariq Cohen.
Interesting.
Third down running back. Now, I was going to put Austin Eckler here, but a voice in my head
why
was
not?
screaming, don't be biased. But I think Austin Eckler
but-
could take the spot too.
Eckler was fantastic, man. Okay, interesting.
In my mind,
and
the
who else is there?
The third down back, I think Christian McCaffrey is king, but he already has a 95. Austin Eckler, Tariq Cohen. There's a couple other guys of name that you could put in that slot too. I gave it to Tariq Cohen because he has a special circumstance when it comes to stats. We picked him at 95 overall with 93 speed, 94 acceleration, but 98 agility. And what that would mean is that Tariq Cohen, fully powered up, will be the first halfback in the game of Madden Ultimate Team to be able to attach human joystick to.
Really?
Yes.
Remember at the beginning, that would be kind of fitting though, wouldn't it, director? Because at the beginning of the year, this was the guy that I said everybody you gotta have. You gotta have. And like, look, he is like considered one of the best kind of third down running backs in the league, definitely. That would be incredible. He was just so glitchy at the beginning of the year with Jukebox. Like, I loved it in that juke move, and it was a lot of fun.
I'm not
really,
quite
really
sure
was.
if he has to be 99 overall as well, but my reasoning behind that is that Devin Hester got it with 99 agility, even though he wasn't a 99 overall either. So my prediction, hopefully, is that Tariq Cohen is the first with human joystick, which would be very, very glitchy.
I like it. I mean, the other obvious ones, you got to give a shout out to Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt, when he came back,
came back and played well. And then Kamara as well. But I get it that Kamara is a victim of his own success last year.
Yeah.
And not having necessarily like the same kind of crazy year.
Oh, I know.
You don't think
He was on my fantasy team too.
You don't think we get a Lev Bell?
Lev Bell's possible as well, but in my mind, this slot is going to be taken by either Tariq Cohen or Austin Eckler. Period. Drop the mic. Obviously, I'm hoping for Austin Eckler, but Tariq Cohen, if he can get human joystick, would be absolutely so much fun to play with in Madden Ultimate Team, which again heralds back to early Madden when he was just so glitchy from the Team Diamonds that came out. Just so good. And I think our last batch coming up here, Trumpetmonkey.
Oh my God, how many did you make, director? Holy Khalid. Oh my God. Casey Hayward. Okay, now I understand why you didn't want to go with Eckler. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Casey Hayward, and again, this is kind of victim of cards that are just recently came out for guys I think should get this. Stephon Gilmore, my number one, I think, for Team of the Year, but he just got the playoffs card. And there's a couple more guys, and then Casey Hayward, right? And there's a couple other guys also just got cards in the game.
Casey Hayward is so good, bro.
He's so good in Madden Ultimate Team. He's very overlooked this season, but Pro Football Focus has him ranked as number 5, I think. And he doesn't have a lot of speed traditionally, but at 96 overall, his overall should compensate for that and give him at least like 92, which is pretty respectable. And then his coverage stats is where he gets pretty glitchy. 94 play rec, 97 man, 94 zone, 94 press. For a while, he's going to be one of the better cornerbacks in Madden Ultimate Team.
I feel like you did him dirty, man. I remember he was like one of the first 99 zone corners you could get last year.
Which is interesting.
Like,
this year, his man coverage
sick.
is substantially higher than his zone coverage, which is strange.
Weird.
Yeah.
So weird.
But he'll be a very solid card. Not a lot of people are going to run him because it's Casey Hayward, not a lot of Bolts fans out there, but he'll be really, really good. Trust me when I say he's got the MUT force factor. I think he's got a solid chance at Team of the Year.
Big time. Yeah, of course he does. I love it. Good prediction.
Next
Dirty
up,
Charger.
got Chandler Jones.
Yeah, like pretty
This'll-
solid prediction, man. He had a chance. He had a shot at that sack title, man.
Mhm.
Like he really, really did. And yeah, I feel like, dude, I would even put that power move up to 99 stock, man. Like seriously, I feel like they're just gonna 97. So you just got pass rush on him. He's a 99 like that. I feel like this guy's gonna be glitchy.
I feel like they're going to do something similar to what they did with like Patrick Mahomes. They just kind of gave him the attributes to get escape artist. I think something like that would happen with guys like Chandler Jones, just because mathematically and algorithmically, he should look like this. And this is not a great card for a 96 overall.
That tape there, is that tape that he wears there, man? He's definitely got a John Randall-esque looking face there as well. He's got the crazy eyes, those local eyes.
We've got Chandler Jones pegged at 96 overall, 81 speed, 88 excel, 95 tackle, 96 play rec, only 86 block shed, 95 power move, 80 finesse move.
Pretty awesome.
But he deserves it. He definitely put up one of the better performances at the outside linebacker position this year. Next up, speaking of outside linebackers, TJ Watt. I have been trying to get TJ Watt a card for weeks, for months. I just think this guy is so good this year.
Amazing this year. I didn't notice until about week 12, and I read an article about defensive player of the year race, and then people were saying like TJ Watt has actually been like a huge part of that really solid Steelers defense. And nearly, mate, when Big Ben went down, like no one thought, everyone was thinking like Steelers are going for the number 1 pick, and they nearly made the bloody playoffs. And this guy was a huge part of it. And then I really started watching, and I watched a bunch of his highlights, and I was like, holy crap, man, this guy is killing it.
Funny enough, there are odds for players that will get Defensive Player of the Year. And Stephon Gilmore is number 1. He's number 1A. Number 1B is TJ Watt.
Yeah.
They are neck and neck for Defensive Player of the Year. So I think this is the promo that you show and you reflect what he did this season. Give him a Team of the Year card. He's absolutely going to ball out. We have him pegged at 86 speed, 91 excel, 87 tackle, 96 play rec, 90 block shed, 80 finesse move, 96 finesse move, 80 power move, excuse me. So this would be a really nice card on the edge.
Yeah, I agree. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm just looking up his previous card there on Mutthead as well. I thought he had all right coverage stats as well. Am I right? Like he's kind of like but I just get the feeling that he's going to play like a not fantastic coverage stats in fairness. He's definitely the pass rush archetype, so the speed rusher. Yeah, but still, I just get like, the way Kevin Green just seems to be everywhere.
Yeah.
He's got a Kev Green kind of factor about him. I know Kev Green was a Steeler as well. Kev Green played for many teams, but just like he's just got that Kevin Green feeling about him, like this old school player that even though he's a speed rusher, a rushing linebacker, he'll also just get out there and get you a pick. Like like the same way Lawrence Taylor sometimes just like I've seen Lawrence Taylor make better catches than my wide receivers,
which is crazy. Which is absolutely crazy. And keep in mind, I think TJ Watt was on that short list of players with secondary positions. So if you've got Kev Green out there at left outside linebacker, you can switch TJ Watt over to right outside linebacker to fill those theme teams.
Agreed.
Be pretty nice. So TJ Watt, I think we got one player left. Here we go, Tre'Davious White.
Solid. Yeah, I mean, like if you're saying who are your 2 corners for this year, knowing that Gilmore is the best corner in the league, totally get that. But like he's just got the playoff hero card, and he's gonna get an honors card. I think Gilmore is gonna get a defensive player of the year. And and so for me it was consensus. A lot of people agree. Tre'Davious White and Casey Hayward. I think you made a spot on prediction here. My problem with Tre'Davious White cards is they never play that well.
I think I agree with that. I've tried him once or twice when he had that redux, and he wasn't particularly standout.
So I'd love to see him again, just like something in the code. Sometimes make cards. Doesn't matter what their overall is. Play well. Likewise, play buns. So I'd love to see him
likewise,
just,
sometimes
really well.
They don't stand out until they get a really high overall card. So maybe Tre'Davious White stands in that light. We got him pegged at 96 overall with 93 speed, 95 excel, 93 agility, 96 play rec, 93 man, 92 zone, 97 press. So he should be top tier echelon when it comes to stats.
Pretty savage, man. Pretty savage. Great predictions, director. Great card art, mate. Well done.
Now
I can't wait to see what the real card art looks like, man. Man, you did so many, bro.
We did close to 20 cards this time around. So I was sitting here
conversationally, and I get it. Conversationally, I get why you didn't necessarily design the card arts for it. Who you got on the O-line, though? I mean, Yanda's going to get right guard. We know that.
I feel that the Titans, and particularly Derrick Henry, had such a good year in part because of his offensive line. So if I were to choose one, it would have to be either Taylor Lewan or Jack Conklin to get one of the Team of the Year, because they played a part in that Derrick Henry performance this year.
That's a good point. So you're thinking let's take Lewan at left tackle then, right? And then Yanda's going to get right guard.
Quentin Nelson at left guard, probably again.
Quentin Nelson left guard is pretty solid. Like center, I'm feeling Rodney Hudson. They love updating Rodney Hudson with like just bespoke promos like that. He was All Pro 2 this year as well. Center. He was in the All Pro second team. Center. Right tackle. Ramczyk.
Ramczyk is really nice. I think I like Ramczyk at that pick too. But he just got a card too, right? Like a 93 or 94.
He got a heavyweight.
Heavyweight. So that's only a 91. His 93 was the ultimate kickoff.
Yeah.
So it's totally possible we get a Ramczyk. And he's very
like,
good.
Yeah.
But I
It's
also
interesting,
think
and
that we're going to get a Cowboys offensive lineman too. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, because they didn't make the playoffs and because Zeke didn't go off, right? Like they just didn't get like the kudos that they needed necessarily like this year. Like really solid point that you make without a doubt. Interestingly enough, Brown, my boy for the Raiders at right tackle, hasn't had an upgrade all year and was considered halfway through the season as like the best right tackle in the game. So like, man, I know that's homerish to say. I don't think Rodney Hudson, like I feel like he's a lock nearly just like got as an afterthought just because that's the way EA seemed to do it with Rodney Hudson. But like, I'd love to see Brown get maybe a heavyweight at some point as well. That's just, again, I know we're spoiled as Raiders fans already. I get it. You're damaged at the moment because your team is hurting.
You're right.
But
I'm seeing therapy at the moment. We're working our way through it. But if you guys have any predictions too, leave them in the comment section below. I had a lot of people asking me for Dak Prescott. I will make one thing clear. If we don't get Russell Wilson, which I'm pretty sure that we're going to get, I think it'll be Dak. I think he was second in yards behind.
Really?
Yeah, I think he was second in yards this season. I don't remember
Not
who
Aaron
was
Rodgers.
first. Maybe Aaron Rodgers too. Maybe Aaron Rodgers. So I think those are the three candidates for quarterback: Russell Wilson, Dak Prescott, Aaron Rodgers. But I'm pretty sure we're going to get Russell Wilson. If not, Cowboys fans, you can probably expect an offensive lineman. And that will do it here. Now, before we wrap up the custom card art segment, I wanted to give a shout out to you guys on Twitter. I put out a prediction request hours before doing the Photoshop work for this, and you guys came in clutch and put a ton of recommendations in there. I wanted to give back to you guys by kind of holding a little raffle, I guess. If you guys in the comment section below, we should choose a word, Trumpetmonkey. What's a word? What's our safe word? What's a word? Who's a word?
Our safe word is hit stick.
Let's do This Is the Way from The Mandalorian. Type This Is the Way in the comment section below, and I'll choose one of you guys that comment This Is the Way to choose a custom card for me to Photoshop for our next episode of MUT Force. I'll pull like 2 or 3 of you guys, and it could be anybody. It doesn't have to make sense for the promo. If you want a freaking, anybody. If it was me, if I would choose like Mike Williams, I would make a Team of the Year card for Mike Williams just for the hell of it. I think it'd be a lot of fun. So This Is the Way in the comment section below. If you guys want a shot at your own custom card, it can be any player in the NFL.
And if you're still listening at minute 1 hour 21, then you are a fan and you deserve that custom card.
Well, that'll do it for this week's episode of MUT Force, guys. Get ready for Team of the Year. Maybe stock up some coins. There's a huge market crash coming, and maybe some good investment opportunities for those like 91, 92 Redux cards that go in that power up path. Trumpetmonkey, anything else? If you had one Team of the Year card, from this list that came true, who would it be?
Oh my God, Russell Wilson. I want Russell Wilson really badly. And I want to, believe it or not, I've been playing a ton of passing only games. That's when I was able to just confirm beyond any shadow of a doubt that protected is absolute snake oil. It doesn't work. It's not real. I even did a poll, and 160 of you out there on Twitter replied. The results are in. 58% of you cannot tell if it's working or not. 42% think it's working. That for me shows confusion over protected, which means I want Russell Wilson. I want escape artist. I want a bit more speed. Bring it on. Come home to Papa.
There you guys go. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us in this episode of MUT Force. If you guys like what you saw, hit us up with a like and sub. We're still slowly trugging along, grabbing some subscribers along the way, having a lot of fun along the way, too. And again, Trumpetmonkey, thank you so much for joining us.
Mate, have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you soon.
As always, boys, stay frosty.
Stay frosty!
Last chance, 4th and long, finding the will to bolt up. Bundle up, cause cause you know we stay frosty. I take my frosty chocolate vanilla or swirl. MUT master YouTuber, come on, let's give it a whirl. MUT Madden Twitch streamer, put the snowman to shame. Staying frosty's the only way we stay alive in this game. They're reffing the match, directors directing the game. Scared of my underdog team, you know them gods will be slain.